Hello everyone, and welcome to a very interesting Mega Man General News Roundup. And we're going to kick things off with the most interesting one. That being my buddy Protodude over at Rockman Corner. Through his sources, he has obtained a lot of information and actual stuff for us to look at from the cancelled Mega Man Universe game. In case you don't know, Mega Man Universe was sort of the Mega Man Maker before Mario Maker made the whole thing cool, where you could choose from a lot of different characters. You had a Western Mega Man, which sort of took on a Tron look, Japanese Mega Man, bad box art Mega Man, Ryu, Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, and you could play as Robot Masters too. Most of the content in the game was pretty much Mega Man 2 stuff, but where the whole Mega Man Maker idea comes in was the fact that you could create your own Mega Man stages based off of the assets from Mega Man 2. And not just the assets from Mega Man 2, because everything is presented in more of a modern 3D art style, which was very divisive at the time. You either hated it or you loved it. For me, I'm kind of on it. It's okay. I don't know. But yeah, this game was being worked on by Keiji Inafune and other Mega Man developers shortly after we got Mega Man 10. We even had a cool teaser trailer and a bunch of stuff going on. I also remember back when this game was announced and it was being shown around at shows, people actually did get their hands on this game to play it, and I remember people were kind of down on it, mostly because the controls didn't feel as tight as they wanted it to be, but I think they were going to work on fixing that. Unfortunately, however, Mega Man Universe was cancelled in early 2011. Perhaps because Keiji Inafune actually left Capcom around that time. And this was just one of the many casualties that happened with this game, Mega Man Legends 3, among other games getting cancelled before we had our 8-year Mega Man drought. It was really tragic to see. Even to this day though, I still hear some say that it was probably for the best that Mega Man Universe didn't actually come out. Well, was it for the best or not? Well, Rockman Corner has presented us with some things to help us determine whether it was worth keeping around or not. The first big thing is the soundtrack. Yep, we got pretty much the whole Mega Man Universe soundtrack, at least at the time it was in development. Most of the songs here are actually rock remixes of Mega Man 2 songs, which sound really good actually. And there is one Mega Man 1 theme, it's Gutsman's theme, which is more of a jazz theme. Among the soundtrack are 3 tracks: Metamorphosis, Metamorphosis 2, and Time Again, which are songs we've actually heard before in the past, thanks to the We Are Rockman 2 album that came out in 2012. At the time We Are Rockman 2 came out, these songs were advertised as original tracks, but as it turns out, they were actually originally composed for Mega Man Universe. Well then, who would have thought? But why don't you listen to this soundtrack for yourself? We'll have a download link to the soundtrack in the description below, as well as Rockman Corner's article on this game. But here is a little sample for you, not including the 3 original tracks because I'm pretty sure those are copyrighted, because We Are Rockman 2 is copyrighted. Here are the Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 1 soundtracks anyways. But that's not all Rockman Corner is sharing with us today, because he also found the designs for each of the Mega Man 2 Robot Masters as they were going to appear in Mega Man Universe. We have Airman, Heatman, Quickman, Crashman, Flashman, Woodman, and Metalman. Oh, and last but not least, Bubbleman. Now you might have noticed that Bubbleman's image looks different from the ones we've seen before, and Protodude says that that is for a very good reason that he will reveal later on. So we'll have to wait for exactly why that is. And that pretty much wraps it up for this update on Mega Man Universe. But if you want to see the full article for yourselves, the link to that will be in the description below. As for what we can expect from Rockman Corner in the future in terms of Mega Man Universe stuff, he has information and stuff on apparently Mega Man and Roll's lost sisters. Apparently they're going to have additional sisters in the game. The reason why Mega Man Universe was actually cancelled, as well as unproduced iOS and Wii versions. Very interesting. So for all that and more, we'll have to wait for the future until Protodude can post it. Of course, you guys can check out Rockman Corner when that does come out, or if you prefer to listen rather than read, I got you covered there as well. Stay tuned, folks. Now we do have a couple of updates on merchandise for the Mega Man X series. Oh, and Mega Man Zero series as well. Let's start with that one actually. We reported on this last time, but the Dimension Studios Mega Man Zero model kit has finally made an appearance at the China International Comic Festival. It's only in prototype form, but you can see it and get an idea of what the final would look like. One of the cool features of the kit is that it has an inner skeletal frame, and apparently this is more of a high-end feature that is designed to make the fully assembled figure more articulate. In addition, the Mega Man Zero kit will feature a Z Saber from the Zero series, the Triangle Saber, and the Z Knuckle, which is an interchangeable part. Unfortunately, still no information on the release date, price, or availability, but hopefully we'll hear about that soon. In the meantime, you can take a look at these pictures and get a feel for what the final figure might look like. Next, we are revisiting our good friend Kotobukiya and their Rockman X series model kits. First of all, Kotobukiya has announced that the 4th model kit in the Rockman X line will be revealed next year at the Winter Wonder Festival on February 9th, 2020. Don't know which character it will be, but nice to know that there is more coming. Hopefully we'll get something other than X, Zero, or any of the other obvious ones. We also have new promotional images for the Max Armor X kit because it's coming out in December, so it's about time we saw the packaging art. And this just looks amazing. It's done by Mega Man X series artist Keisuke Mizuno, who we have heard a lot about recently. There is a normal Max Armor variant and a Gold Armor variant, and both of them look quite snazzy. One cool detail that Kotobukiya wants us to know about the Max Armor kit is that they made a great effort into making all the different plastic color parts that come with the box. They did this so that when you get the figure, you don't have to paint anything. All the details will be fully colored so that you can just put together the Mega Man X Max Armor kit and call it a day. No more extra work. And that is fine by me. In addition, here's a clean view of the promotional materials for the Zero model kit as well as the Nightmare Zero one that was announced. Very epic indeed. We also now know that if you want the Nightmare version of Zero, it will be exclusive to the Kotobukiya online store. And it will come with both the Nightmare color hair and the regular blonde color. We still don't know the actual release date, but at their display at the All Japan Model Hobby Show, the nameplates did claim that they would be released in December. However, it is kind of weird that it would come out in December in hindsight because Max Armor X is coming out in December, and so far we've only seen prototype images of Zero, not the full colored version. So it may seem more likely that the December release date is actually talking about pre-orders, where you can pre-order Zero in December, but he's not actually coming out in December. But we'll let you know when the release date is actually clarified for us. And that will pretty much do it for our news roundup for today. What do you guys think of all of the Mega Man Universe content? Pretty interesting, right? It definitely is really exciting to finally see more of what that game could have been. But if you do want a Mega Man Maker-like experience, there's already the wonderful Mega Man Maker fan game that is currently in circulation that I think really nails the whole concept and gives us a taste of what Mega Man Universe could have been. Maybe even more than what Universe would have done. since the original universe was only focused on Mega Man 2 for the most part. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, for all things Mega Man universe and other things Mega Man, stay tuned to ShadowRockZX. Rock on everyone, have a great day.